Welcome to Denver. This is Empower Field at Mile High. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Denver. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 36 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is James Cook. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And now it's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. This one not quite on target. And too much, and that one falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
He's got his tight end, it's Ingram. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
There. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold them to no gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, here's Nick. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Broncos.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that was shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll get forward, gives him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
What's his kick? Is good. And the Broncos will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills Broncos offense ready to possess the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Play action. It's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They've got third down and less than a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen.
Allen's pass. Complete to Nelson Knox. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 3. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 43.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, and we just saw why there.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Allen now on second down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
In motion, Shakir. On third down, it's Josh Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11.
Something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't take child and let me be free.
On the ground, here's Gobbles. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down. Nix. He's got a man open. It's Sherfield. And he's taken down up past the 35. That one good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 41. Here's second and 5. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Got a man. That's Sherfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down.
His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down. 3-3 our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Big Ed Oliver in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
They face second down and 7. To throw is Nix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That's good.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And
got a man, it's caught for the touchdown. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos.
first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. Broncos take a 10-3 lead.
Makes the score Broncos 10, Bills 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now Cotrington to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense going to get it one final time in this first half. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. Open is Knox over the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
First down, Bills.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. And he's going to be close to another 1st down as he's forced out just shy of the marker.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Short pass taken in by Knox. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Throwing again, it's Allen. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw again, it's Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to check time. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Here's Nix to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the gun, Josh Allen. It's slant into the hands of Shaquille. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. On play action, here's Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
To return, it's Mims. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Hicks. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. An even 40 yards.
36-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. He's got space inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
What a start to this drive. Back-to-back, 2 big plays. And after that nice long run, all of a sudden you find yourself first down inside the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Dobbins, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Quick throw, taken in, and will be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll try to run for it. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Dobbins. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll go with him again. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. Back to throw is Nix. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Evan Ingram, touchdown Denver. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Broncos move out in front by the score of 17-3. So now after the touchdown, Lutz is going to send this one away. Now Codrington to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Gun, here's Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they will finally run him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It is 2nd and 6. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. 15 yards through the air. First down, Broncos.
That's good. Broncos, first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Complete, taken in by Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 35 yards.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Second and a yard. And he's in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
the extra point. He knocks it through. Broncos extend to a 24-3 lead. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Now Cotrington to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Inside that open man is Knox. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact. And really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot as a gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Allen. That one complete to Moore. Here comes 2nd and 4. To the air once more is Allen. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, McLaughlin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.